Okay, hello. I should be live, and I'm going to be making basically chicken and rice today. Hold on. And the noise in the background, we have an air fryer going for something else that Amy is checking out. We might use that in some future videos. It's one of those ninja foodie grill things, and she's doing some chicken. But I'm going to be doing chicken and rice. So let me make sure that Rumble is up. And I don't know why Rumble's not wanting to play. Hmm. And I do not know how to fix that. Or I might be able to. Let me see if I can fix it. Well, I guess I can't fix Rumble. I put a stream and everything in there, like the stream key and all that. So, oh well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put a message here. The thing sounds like a jet taking off. Is that gonna explode? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. It says 500 degrees. Rumble not working, go to YouTube. So I'll put a message out there. Hopefully they'll get the message. And I haven't decided what I'm going to use for um, oil in the bottom here. If I want to use olive oil or if I want to use butter or what have you. Might just use olive oil. I've been using butter. This is kind of on the fly, whatever you want to call it. I'm not actually going from a recipe or anything like that or anything else. So I'm going to put some olive oil in here. Hello, Bjorn. How are you doing? Hopefully, you're not getting buried in snow. I'm going to go ahead and start heating that up. And I have chopped up, move this because it's going to be for a steak. I got multiple things going on at the moment. Amy is in here and she is cooking on a Ninja grill. And I am doing this. So right here, I have, here you go. Anyways, I've got 3 large carrots, I've got 1 large white onion, and the equivalent of about 4 sticks of celery. Not yet, starts at 4 AM. We'll have that stuff done by Wednesday night because that's when I'm supposed to be up there. Wednesday night, I don't know how long my voice is gonna last. I was talking for 2.5 hours between my chat on my other channel last night, and I hopped on Fauce's chat after everything was done. But we might use that grill that she's trying right now on some future videos, figure out some recipes or something for it. And if there's any of them you would like to see, let us know. I'm just getting the oil nice and warm here. And maybe I will try them out.
The problem is the second that feels
Oh, well, maybe that's a problem. I don't know if you can hear her, but I think this is the first time she's used it. It's one of them air fryer grill ninja things. So let me test this. All right, that is hot. And remember, all of this stuff is going to cook down. You got a big pile of vegetables and what have you. This is going to cook down. And I need a spatula. Do we have a better spatula than this one? I just throw onions. Where's that big black one? I don't want to use the metal one because this is a non-stick pot. I've got some blueberry muffins that I'm going to try. They're from HEB, kind of like the Grand's muffin sort of things. And once we get this going, I am going to try them and we're going to cook them and I'll tell you if I like them or not, if they're worth buying. And I got a steak to cook as well. So that's what those onions right there, that little bit. And what did I forget? Oh yeah, I have a shallot that I need to do. Move, cat. There's also garlic and there should be a shallot in there. So we do have time. I do not have access to my whole bar. You see a shallot in there? Or that? Yes, that is a shallot. I'm going to take 3 cloves of garlic. I'm not going to do those just yet. I'm going to do the shallot first. You wonder what a shallot is? A shallot. We're also going to see how my voice does. Hopefully it lasts for the whole thing. Watch how much stuff gets close to that. I need another camera set up. I was talking to GoPro today, and I would be able to do it with my GoPro, but you need to have um, Windows or Mac for it to work with the GoPro. To use it for another camera for this. And my computer uses Chrome, so that's an issue. I'll get it figured out someday. You see, that's already starting to cook down. I don't mind the clanging, it just sounds like a kitchen. Doesn't hurt to add the garlic later anyways. Garlic is bad about burning if you're not careful. And I'm going to smash it. And then I'm going to chop it up. I'm describing what I'm doing. I don't have a camera over here. I don't even know how to hook up two cameras really with my computer, the laptop. I'm trying to figure that out. I figured out how to switch cameras. I can go from like the one on the computer and back to the webcam. So I figured out how to do all that. But so there we go. Added 3 cloves of garlic. And then I'm going to add spinach to it, but I'm going to add the spinach later. And we're going to chop it up and then we're going to put it in there. And I don't know if I'm going to put my rice in it yet or like, with the chicken and cook it like that, if I'm going to cook it separate. Kind of flying off the cuff here. Ready? Got Bjorn commenting in the chat. So if you're out there, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I can know you're there. And sorry about Rumble. I put the stream link and everything in there, and sometimes Rumble just does what it does. And that's just Rumble. So, and I need to get the chicken out. And this time, I'm not going to cut up the chicken. I'm just going to place it in there and let it cook down. I got chicken thighs from HEB, just the Hill Country Fair. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I'm going to place these in here and we're going to let it cook down. New York Outcast, how are you doing? And while this is cooking down, we're going to start making the other stuff. And like I said, the noise in the background, she's using the Ninja indoor grill air fryer thing. And if there's any recipes with that y'all would like for me to try, let me know. You can hit me up on Discord or on here. So let this cook down just a little bit more. The joys of live cooking. Looking something up. Oh, I want rosemary. So I have rosemary, oregano. Hmm. I know I have basil in here somewhere. I might put that in at the end. Ah, here's basil. Rosemary, basil, oregano. We've got pepper. I know I have turmeric somewhere. Here we go. There's turmeric. What else should I add? Salt. I have ground pepper. You're hungry. Smell of dinner being cooked and this might put you over at the end. I already put garlic in there. Put 3 cloves of garlic. She's fighting off cats for chicken. How's it turning out?
Well, it's getting kind of dark in some spots,
Okay.
but the flavor is good.
Flavor is good.
So the cook-
It's supposed to have little dark pieces if it's grilled. That's usually the best pieces where a lot of the best flavor is, that little crunch. She's grilling chicken in an air fryer, that Ninja thing. I'm gonna have to look up some recipes to try with that. Yeah, garlic helps keep you healthy. Mm, have salt. Where's my other salt? I don't know what's going on over there, but that did not sound good. Am I gonna have to grind salt or just kind of guess? No, I have to guess. That's fine. I can guess. Oh, wash your hands.
Chloe, no!
I am live. She's yelling at a cat. Y'all seen her before, Chloe. Trying to keep her away from the food. Well, the grill smells like chicken. Okay. Oregano. Basil. If I want to add the turmeric yet. Hold off on the turmeric, and I'll go ahead and we'll put the rosemary in. You don't mind the sound effects. Awesome. I appreciate that. I've been putting a teaspoon in a piece. None of this is exact, by the way. I'm guesstimating anyways. I'm doing art with food. That would be salt. You turn my heat down. The cats are trying to get to our food. And I am just going to put the chicken in here. I'm not cutting it up or anything. It should break up with a fork when you're done anyways. It's a little over 2 pounds. I feel like I should add something. Seasoning salt. Take the lid off. I don't want to touch the lid with my other hand. There we go. Little Lowry's. There you go. Garlic, fried, fresh green beans. Awesome. Awesome. I'll wash my hands before I grab the rest of this. Is this what hit you in the head? Oh, the roux. Okay. I have a bad habit of putting things on top of the fridge because I look over the top of the fridge. Well, there's about a foot difference in height between us. So we also have cats. And one had moved a glass jar towards the edge and she opened it up and it fell and hit her in the head. This is what I was going to try. Pillsbury, blueberry, sweet biscuits. And I'm going to cook a steak and I might make cornbread. I don't know. That's what we're going to try in a minute. Are you putting some more of the stuff on it? Can I try a little piece? It's a big piece, but okay. Pretty good. So now it sounds like an actual kitchen. I'm also waiting a little bit to add any broth or anything because as the chicken cooks down, the juices are going to rise. You should have gotten the jumbo size. It's pretty good.
It cooks a little.
Well, you're supposed to. I'm going to end up here in a minute moving this back there. And then we will be using that. Original frosting, best when warm. Awesome. Preheat oven, 10 to 14 minutes. Spread icing. I'm taking it the icing is in here. I'm trying things that aren't from scratch. So we're going to see how that goes. Excuse me. Got to grab something. She's still fending off the cats. It's in the roll. Okay. So you've tried these before. That is good to know. Go ahead and move this back. Where am I going to put my skillet? We have a small galley kitchen. So things like cast iron end up going in the stove when we're not using them. Preheat to 375. Cool. I don't have a cookie sheet, but we have aluminum foil somewhere. Do you know where the aluminum foil is? Cool. The way prices and stuff are getting at the store buying groceries anymore, we're gonna end up like our grandmothers, or for some of you, your great grandmothers, washing your aluminum foil. And why did they do that? Because they lived through the Depression. There was a timer. Here it is. Cool. The ladybug timer. This says 10 to 14 minutes or until golden brown. Spread icing. So where's the part where we open it? Okay, right here. This never works out right. I swear you used to be able to peel it and it would go pop and it would be open. It seems like every time it doesn't do that. Like that right there. So I twisted it.
Pop it.
Ah. Okay, there's the icing you were talking about. And that should work. I believe we put the icing on last. It's definitely not Cinnabon, but it's passable. Cool. Yeah, I'm not cooking these in the air fryer. I'm cooking them in the oven. I didn't know you could cook these in an air fryer. That would be interesting to try.
I love the flavor of it.
There we go. Yes, they are blueberry. So I'm gonna set it for 12. They're cats. Cats are assholes. Fending off her chicken from the cats. Their first time cooking chicken in that thing. So I might post on my Discord a picture of the Ninja fryer before I go to bed. I'm not gonna be up too late tonight. I gotta do this. I gotta finish washing my sheets and wash a load of clothes, and I've gotta probably leave the house about 4 a.m., 5 a.m. at the latest. I have to deliver one trailer, pick up another one, and head for Michigan. You normally let them cool about 5 minutes before icing them so it doesn't melt all over them. Okay, I'll take your advice. Oh, you're cooking the other ones? Or the same ones? Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Well, the only place I have to put this when they get done is up here or over there where the air fryer is. And you might want to move that. This is on.
The downfall to this is that it's messy.
It's messy. May have her do a review. 5, 10 minutes depending on when you're eating. Okay. Check on my chicken back there. Now, if you can see all those juices boiling, I'm gonna let it cook a little bit longer. And I still don't know if I'm gonna cook the rice separate or if I'm going to add it to it. But if I add a little bit too much broth, that's kind of good because kind of want it a little bit soupy if I can get it that way. You know, that hot broth soup kind of thing when it's cold, and it's cold where I'm going. See, I'm not the one that usually does stuff like that. She's the one that gets the cinnamon rolls and all that stuff and makes them like the grand cinnamon rolls and stuff. And it's good, you know. I just usually make things more from scratch. So I think Matt's coming on in like 30 minutes. I should be wrapped up with this by like 8:30. I'm gonna have to figure out a place to put these muffins because she's got an air fryer on the counter. I don't know if any of y'all have had a galley kitchen before, but that is what we have. So where are we gonna put this when you're done? Okay. I'm probably gonna use this again here in a minute. This can be thrown away, but I'm gonna move it over here for now. Okay. Zip it up before you throw it away. You know, we actually have a kitchen going on. I have another chef in the kitchen, and I have to make space for the muffins. When we get through with those, we're gonna cook a steak. He just got everything clean. Cool.
Right in the middle.
Coolness. And I got some stuff from my room back there. You're the one that makes the snacks. Cool. Well, everybody has their things that they're good at. You know, whether it's some guy that's really good at grilling things on the barbecue and his wife's really good in the kitchen, or vice versa, or you know, you have two people living in a house, two people cooking. There are things that you know, one's better than the other. She doesn't even like meatloaf, and she makes the most amazing meatloaf. I like meatloaf. So you always look forward to mom making meatloaf. And I love her lasagna. She uses a lot of ricotta cheese in her lasagna. Now I'm gonna add the turmeric.
I think so, lemon herbs
Hmm.
on a grilled chicken. Something's better, almost better than barbecue.
Oh, lemon. I like lemon pepper on chicken. Yeah. My mom used to make chicken in the oven, and I grew up poor, so we didn't always get like a whole chicken or anything like that. You got the poor food. But sometimes she would cook a chicken for everyone, and it would be a lemon pepper chicken, and it was wonderful. It's one of those childhood memories. It's lemon marinade. Lemon and chicken's good.
But the
I
mac,
like that wasn't burned. The crispy was good. It's like grilled. The lit- It's like the lines across it are supposed to be a little bit black from the bottom thing. I don't know if y'all can hear her. Can y'all hear her? Lemon pepper chicken or fish can be great. Oh yeah, definitely. I hadn't cooked fish in a while, but I'm taking this stuff on the road with me. And I don't like reheating fish. I think the last fish that I cooked was a swordfish. So take a peek at these. Oh, they're looking good.
I went to Las Cubas for one.
Hmm.
They have
Cool. She's a school nurse now. She was doing home health care. I think she got burnt out on it. So now she's a school nurse. Although I like her schedule. She gets all the school holidays off. I don't get holidays. If I get a holiday off, it's by chance. Because usually I'm 1,000 miles away. Oh, you can hear her as background noise. I'm using the headset. I figured out how to Bluetooth it to the computer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working with that. How much chicken are you cooking?
There's another bag.
I got plenty of chicken here. See, that looks good. Let's start that. Okay, these should be done now. I'm gonna turn this off. And I don't know why that got hot. I just need a place to set it. It's hot and I'm not gonna set it on the counter hot like that. I have to have something underneath it. I think it'll fit there. And we will let them cool. You said 3 to 5 minutes? No, too much chicken isn't a thing. I just wondered how much she was cooking. me a butter knife.
So,
We'll cook the steak in a second. These things stick. A little bit. I'm just unsticking them. Well, I need that knife anyways. Yours were a lot darker, so there's a fine line. Yeah, there's a fine line with most things. Oh yeah, that's cooking down. Cool. Do something else over here. So hold on 1 second. All those are cooling. It kind of threw me off what I was doing. I mean, it's her kitchen too. She's welcome to cook anytime she wants on it. She pays the bills here too, not just me. And I'm usually doing stuff by myself in here, and then somebody else is in here doing something, and it kind of throws me off. So what kind of broth or bouillon do I want to use? I want to use bouillon, better than bouillon. Do I have some that I need to get rid of? I might have some I need to get rid of. Hmm. Milk. I don't need milk. I don't like the date on that one. Oh, here's chicken broth. We will use this. I think they have cooled enough. Now, if I had the tools to actually do this and squeeze it out and make it look right, that would be cool. But I do not. I need to take some off of this one. Yeah. Oh well. Don't look bad. As long as they taste good. I'm the only one eating this. So are these. No. Actually, I can put that right there. And then I'll grab another little plate. And we're gonna move some things. So here we go. Turn the heat back up on that. Krabby Turtle, how are you? There's a congratulations to Bjorn, and I didn't catch whatever it was. So I don't know. Where did all my stuff go? I don't know where she put it. Okay, here we go. Now it's boiling back there again. And then where's my steak? Have a steak from HEB. And I'm going to use salt. Oh, that's boiling. I'm going to turn it down. There we go. Kind of like a low medium heat on the pot in the back. I was wondering if the headset would cut down on the background noise or not. It's all supposed to be noise canceling, that sort of thing. There we go. That's one side of the steak. And here's the onions. Probably should have used butter, but that'll work. Salt, pepper. Where is the plate? There's an actual plate. Cool. And now I can try these. That mic def gain in and out. So is my volume going in and out? Or was I not saying anything? Why isn't Rumble working? I don't know. I'll put the stream key in. Is that better? I put the stream key in and it just didn't want to work. Rumble's like that sometimes. Oh, cool. I might have been too far away. But I'm eating these. They're not bad. I think you could make them better. But if you just wanted to have some for something sweet for your family, not that expensive. I think they're like $3. They don't take that long to make. I'm always using cast iron. Oh, it's dirty now, but I love this plate. She's good at finding stuff like that. Yeah, they're not bad. I give them probably 7.5, 8 out of 10 stars, maybe. They're good. I'm gonna eat all of them. The icing sort of makes them though. It's not like the blueberry muffins I made a while back that were just blueberry muffins. Those didn't need icing. I don't even know how these are gonna last long enough to take a picture. I need to take a picture of them. Let me see what I can do here. Pictures, you gotta use the zoom or you create too much shadow. Cool. So I have my pictures for later. But yeah, these aren't gonna last long. I don't think these are gonna last an hour. Yes, I know you can smell that. I was about to forget the spinach. And so I'm chopping up spinach leaves. And the might be like a half a cup of chopped spinach. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make rice and add it to it. That'll be the next thing we do. That sits there for just a second. Because when you finish cooking a steak, it is not finished cooking. Try not to cut into it immediately. It's still technically cooking. And I want my onions. And I'll put this back in here. Just to get out of the way. Not have this huge air fryer in there. You would appreciate some samples. Yeah, I get you. You'd have to be really local. I'd be really local for samples. Will do. Will do. I need to make the rice.
Oh, that's
I know that chicken looked good. Okay, you might not have been able to hear me there because I moved the microphone up. I need just a pot. This is a kitchen. There should be a pot that I can use. Oh, there's one. There is one. We'll rinse that out. And where has the rice gone? Sometimes if you're going to store something, it does good to cook the rice separate. Or some people will kind of parboil it. The reason being the rice is going to keep on soaking up and soaking up. The same with barley. or anything like that, any kind of grains, they'll keep soaking it up. And she's talking to her mom in the other room. So do I want to make 2 cups? Not really. So I'm going to make 1 cup, which will come out to like 2. And then there we go. And where's the other thing? But I gotta go through this stuff at some point. But that'll work. It will do the job. That's what y'all talking about. Come on, I have bike road trips. Okay, yeah. Brambarachka and a sidecar. That'll work. That will work. This knife isn't very good. But if you were wondering, see if I can give you a better shot. There you go. I'm not wanting to drain the juice off the plate. Believe it or not, there is juice on there. I do not know. There might be a way to do that. I know I have a wonderful steak to eat. Looks good, but I forgot to make myself some. Amy is more of a chicken eater. I am more of a beef eater, but I do like chicken. I just had to kill and clean too many of them growing up because we raised chicken. At least for a while we did. CT and you called dibs on that plate. Okay. I think you'll have to fight Dennis. All's out there. Crabby Turtle, Eduardo, Espinoza, New York Outcast. I think Bjorn's probably still out there. And I don't know about anyone else. The comments have moved too fast. Yeah, I have a mastiff over here laying in the floor. If anyone's gonna fight for the plate, it's gonna be him. But thank you. Meow meow meow. I see you. No, she is not, and I am live. The cat was trying to get on top of the air fryer. Why? Because she's a cat. That's what cats do. That is going to take about 15 minutes. And in 15 minutes, the soup will be done. Yeah, my mom had a cast iron skillet growing up. She cooked most things in. I need to do tacos. It's like the main meal I request from my mom. Everyone requests her tacos. And it's just potatoes and eggs and bacon or sausage or whatever you want to throw in there. Hello, Vanessa Kitty. I don't know if I'm gonna put the rice in the soup or leave it out and just put it in the bowl and pour the soup over it. Haven't made up my mind yet. But sometimes if you're gonna like if you're gonna cook a big pot of something and it's got a lot of rice in it, it does good to cook your rice separately or as you go, just because it's gonna sit there, it's gonna keep soaking up the water. Wanted to ride my bike today. When it's been storming, we had some insane wind here earlier. But it says storms. These fronts are hitting the whole country. They're going like from west to east, going across. So the front that just hit us, even though I'm down here, is probably what's hitting Bjorn tomorrow. I don't know if we had any tornado. I thought we were having a tornado for a minute, but we were under tornado warnings and all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, everybody has that dish, and my mom's is her tacos. And I can make them, but I can't make them like her. It's one of them things. You can watch her and do the recipe exactly how she did. I helped her cook them all the time growing up, and I still can't cook them like her. And the steak is good. She'll get to eat supper with me. The other thing the seasoning on the outside of the steak does, like that, the salt and pepper, which is really all I put on a steak is salt and pepper, is it helps you getting that crust on the outside of it. And you want that little kind of burnt crust, whether it's on a grill or on a cast iron skillet or what have you. You always want that with a steak. I mean, you don't want to burn it. For God's sakes, don't cook it well done. That's a sin. I don't cook it however you want it. But it's hard to cook a well done steak without it having it be just too dry for my taste. And yeah, New York, most things were by eye. It's like my grandmother's recipes. It's a little pinch of this, a little pinch of that. Taste it, and a little bit more, a little pinch of this. Measuring out in your hand, not even using a spoon. So then you try to copy that. Some people were smart and got their grandma to start writing stuff down. Of course, my mom's measurements. She would use a spoon, but not that that helped. Here's my water. It's like with my mom, she would use a cup, but it wasn't a measuring cup. She had a coffee cup that she used for, okay, that was a cup of whatever she was doing. And she'd use like a regular, like kitchen, you know, teaspoon or tablespoon, not the measuring spoon, the one you have in your drawer in your silverware. And that's how she did all of her measuring. I mean, it works. If you're just doing 2 cups of this, 1 cup of that, or what have you, it doesn't matter what size the cup is. It can be a cup or it can be a cup. So that works. I ought to get someone on to like cook along with me sometime. Maybe. Oh, I've got family in New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland. My uncle's from Woodstock. My mom went to Woodstock. She got in a lot of trouble for that. Well, it was common anyways, because you're doing things to taste to begin with. Sometimes you kinda already know what you wanna put in there, that's good. But you still know that measurement. So if you're used to cooking something, you kinda don't need to have the measuring spoons. You more need to just know the measurement, if that makes any sense. You know, it usually takes you 5 or 6 grinds on the grinder. Okay, you have your measurement there. You know you know about how much pepper you put in there, how many shakes you put it on. But the only time actually having precise measurements is crucial is, like, if you're trying to explain it to someone else. Like, you're trying to write it down for someone, you know? Or else marjoram, you're just gonna put a little in there. It actually does better if you're using something like marjoram or oregano, if you're adding it. They're both oregano. This is just sweet oregano and that's savory oregano. A lot of places in the world call marjoram sweet oregano. But either one, use the heat from your fingers to go ahead and start activating the oil and then just kind of spread it over. And that works real good. That's how, a lot of grandmas and stuff would do stuff anyways. They take a little out and they're just kind of sprinkling it over. And that works just fine. Better add. It's probably why you're better at baking. Yeah. Baking's a lot more um just because a lot of times like you're talking like dough products and stuff, you're dealing with a living organism. So yeah, but it's not as exact as you would think. It's just you don't want it to taste too yeasty or not rise on you. But yeah, baking measurements are probably more important. But it's like my mom baking. She had this coffee cup she used. That was a cup. So a cup of this, a cup of that. That didn't mean it was a cup like this measuring cup says it's a cup. It was just a cup of that cup. But it worked. She never fed me a bad meal, so and the main spices that she used was kinda like my grandmother on that side. Salt, pepper, celery, onion, bell pepper. She uses garlic. I probably use more garlic than her, but that was like her main spices cooking. I use a lot of onion. We're just waiting on the rice here. We've probably got about 5 more minutes. We'll see if I can burn rice. I can burn everything else, so why not rice? And what bowl do I want to use? Probably this. If I ever get another house, I am going to have a bigger kitchen. So I go ahead and get that ready. Well, have a great night, Outcast. Thank you for joining. I'm just about done. Like, for real, I'm just about done. I'll put that there. Seeing as rice is done. And of course, if you have a dog, you can't forget the dog. It's very cruel to eat in front of a dog and not to give them some. So how do I want to do this? Now that I have an extra large object, sitting on my counter, it's really just in the way. There we go. I make a mess, I make a mess. I'm not worried about the mess. And I will turn the rear off. I can give you all a look. Chicken and rice. No, I didn't cut it up. Why? Rice in there with it. Because it's just going to break apart with your spoon. And this is definitely hot, so I'm going to have to blow on it. That's going to be a second. It's way too hot. And that works out pretty good. Where's that mitten, whatever you want to call it? See if I can move this over for a better view. There you go. And that is chicken and rice. And I'm probably gonna make some more rice before I go to bed and just put it in a separate container and put it in like this when I walk in to use the microwave at the truck stop. I need to blow on that a little bit longer. Hopefully you can still hear me. I had my mic moved. But anyways, this is supper. I'm gonna eat my supper. Guess you'd call this turf and turf. I've got steak and I've got chicken. But I will catch you all later. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have any ideas for me as far as what to cook, let me know. Hit me up on Discord or something. Send me a message. And we do have that Ninja air fryer indoor grill thing. So that's something I would like to try out and cook a few things on. So if you have any recipes for me to try on it, send them to me. I'll look at it. I'll see what I can do. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. So bye bye.